Ever wondered why achieving your biggest goals sometimes feels hollow? You spend years climbing that mountain, late nights, sacrifices, doing everything right. Then one day, you reach the top, and instead of joy, there's silence. The applause fades, the dopamine drops, and you're left with a quiet question. Is this it? That's the strange paradox of success. It promises fulfillment, yet often delivers emptiness. But why does that happen? Why can reaching your dreams make you feel lost? Imagine this. You finally land that promotion you've worked for your whole career. You buy the car, the apartment, the lifestyle. You smile for the pictures, people congratulate you, and for a few days, maybe weeks, it feels incredible. But slowly, something changes. You start feeling restless. The thrill fades. You wake up one morning and realize you're not excited anymore. It's not depression, it's something quieter. Like your soul is whispering that you're chasing the wrong thing. That feeling has a name in psychology: post-achievement emptiness. It happens when success doesn't align with meaning. When the ladder you've climbed is leaning against the wrong wall. Here's the truth most people don't realize. Success and purpose are not the same thing. Success is about winning. Purpose is about why you're playing the game. Let's dig deeper. Psychologists have long studied what makes life feel meaningful. One key theory comes from Viktor Frankl, a Holocaust survivor and psychiatrist who wrote Man's Search for Meaning. Frankl said humans don't just want happiness. What we really crave is meaning. He noticed that even in the darkest suffering, people who had a purpose, something to live for, could endure almost anything. But without it, even comfort feels unbearable. That's what happens in modern success. You can achieve everything society tells you to: money, recognition, status, and still feel empty because your why is missing. You've been chasing what without asking why. Here's a thought experiment. Picture two people running a marathon. One runs to prove they're better than others. The other runs to raise money for cancer research after losing someone they love. Both get tired, both sweat, both cross the finish line. But when it's over, one feels empty, and the other feels whole. The difference isn't the race, it's the reason. But here's the tricky part. Our brains are wired to chase achievement, not alignment. In neuroscience, there's something called the dopamine loop. Dopamine is the chemical of anticipation, not satisfaction. You get a hit when you're chasing something, not when you have it. So we keep running after the next thing, the next milestone, the next reward, believing happiness lives on the other side of success. But when we get there, the dopamine drops, and we panic. We confuse the pursuit of reward for the presence of purpose. And this is why so many high achievers, athletes, CEOs, artists, fall into existential crisis after reaching the top. It's not burnout, it's purposelessness. You see, purpose isn't something you find by accident. It's something you build through contribution, connection, and curiosity. Let's break that down. First, contribution. Purpose grows when you feel your work matters, when it impacts something bigger than yourself. Psychologists call this self-transcendence. The moment you stop asking, "What can I get?" and start asking, "What can I give?" It's the difference between success that feeds your ego and success that feeds your soul. Think of a teacher. They may never be famous or rich, but they shape minds. Their meaning isn't in applause, it's in impact. Contrast that with someone chasing validation like titles, trophies, and you'll see the emptiness that comes when your success depends on external approval. Second, connection. Humans are social creatures. Purpose thrives in relationships, not isolation. When your success isolates you, it suffocates meaning. Have you noticed how some of the loneliest people are also the most successful? That's because they've traded belonging for achievement. But meaning is born in being part of something, not standing above it. And third, curiosity. Purpose isn't a one-time discovery. It's a lifelong question. What truly matters to me? What kind of life feels honest? Curiosity keeps your mind and soul aligned. Without it, success becomes a script you follow instead of a story you write. Now, here's the paradox, the twist most people miss. The more you chase success to feel complete, the more incomplete you'll feel when you get it. Because success is an amplifier, not a cure. It magnifies whatever's already inside you. If you're insecure, success won't heal it. If you're lost, success won't guide you. It'll just make the silence louder. This is why so many people experience what psychologists call arrival fallacy, the false belief that happiness lives at the destination. You think, once I get there, I'll finally be happy. But when you arrive, the happiness is fleeting. Because happiness isn't found in arrival, it's found in alignment. Here's something to reflect on. You don't need to chase a bigger life. You need to chase a truer one. Think of it like this: imagine two versions of you. One spends their life collecting trophies. The other spends their life creating ripples, small acts of meaning that touch others. The first might look more successful, but the second will feel more alive. So how do you bridge that gap between success and purpose? Start by asking 3 simple questions. What do I do that makes me lose track of time? What do I do that helps others in some way, even small? What would I still do if no one ever noticed? Those questions pull you closer to purpose, to the kind of success that nourishes rather than numbs. And remember, your purpose doesn't have to be grand or world-changing. It just has to be yours. Maybe it's creating art that makes people feel something. Maybe it's raising a child with love. Maybe it's helping others grow. Purpose doesn't need a spotlight, it just needs sincerity. Here's something most people never realize. The most meaningful lives are rarely the loudest ones. And when you find even a glimpse of purpose, success starts to feel different. It stops being a chase and becomes a byproduct. The achievement still matters, but it's no longer the point. The joy is in the journey, not the applause. So if you ever find yourself wondering why your victories feel empty, remember this. It's not because you aimed too high. It's because you aimed too narrow. You were chasing the what, not the why. And the good news? You can realign anytime. Purpose isn't something you have to find. It's something you can create every single day through intention, gratitude, and impact. Take a moment tonight to ask yourself, what's one small thing I can do tomorrow that feels meaningful, not just productive? It could be helping someone, learning something, or simply taking care of yourself. That's how fulfillment grows, one intentional moment at a time. Because success fills your bank account, purpose fills your soul. And in the end, only one of those can make you feel truly alive. If you found this eye-opening, subscribe for more calm, insightful tales of the mind. And in the next video, we'll explore why your brain mistakes busyness for meaning and how to break the cycle.